Alright guys, hey, it's Pro here, and I am going to do one on my programming again. I'm very proud of this one, and I don't know, for some reason I feel like I cheated a little bit with it too, even though I completely did not, and the reason why I think that is because I used Ncurses, which if you're Linux users, you'll know what that is, and it's needed, but to me, it makes me feel like it makes it easy, but it's kind of impossible without it, and Windows, I'm pretty sure, has their own kind of version of it installed manually, so I don't feel too bad about it. But on the bright side, this program I made, which is my newest one, I didn't copy anything. Like, if you saw my last video, I copied like that big line of text at the beginning, and doing so, it was, of course, like copying. I had no clue what it meant, which it was cool at the time because as a beginner, I still don't know what that means, but I wrote this completely by myself. And so, I'm going to show you the program first, and it's pretty sick. I think it's cool so far. I'm not going to call it a game because it's really not. It's just a program right now. It doesn't really have an objective, but it is called Ncurses test, and all it is my the little gray cursor. That's my person. I'm moving them around, and if I go to the side and I go over one more, it says you died, and then it gives it a little text too. If I go right there and I go over to the left, it says you died, which I found that out, I guess it's a bug. Same with the bottom, you died. And if I go down here and go up, you died. But the cool part is you can just move around. Also, as you can see, it's blue with the gray, a grayish white. It's actually white, looks kind of gray, but it's kind of cool, I mean, I could possibly do a bigger board, but and to show you the program, it's down here. Gosh, I hate it when it does that. It is right here, and I'm gonna have, of course, like a little download of it, I guess, and it's got all these like just about every single line except for the ones that kind of repeat itself or said. But yeah, this is all the coding it took to make it. It was, I wouldn't say easy, but it's a lot less compared to my old one that used the text. And yes, but you'll have to keep in mind that this will only work on Linux because it uses the curses or Ncurses in some cases. And yeah, it's really nice though how short it is, and I guess I can go through it a little bit here. It's the headers, main, just like everything. Init screen is to start, part of the, it's kind of needed every single one of the curses. Start color says we can have color, and then these are kind of just some kind of like subheaders. Start colors for color, no delay, keeps it from delaying the keypad, lets us use arrow keys, and then this is kind of like a variable for colors in a way, and it says that the color white will be the text and color cyan is the background, and this is init pair number 1. I don't have another one just because I don't, and this is calling the init pair number 1 and telling it to go in, and this is the print for it. And I forgot to say, but it's, I don't know why it won't let me use I can't remember, it won't let me use main one that lets me use count and stuff. It gives me an error for some reason. But then the print W, this is the border, makes border. The move, this sets your cursor position to 0, 0, and for that is a loop, and it goes all the way down to here. And these are what, like, right here's your player thing, these are the variables. These two aren't used, they're just there because I might use them. And x and y, of course, or y and x, it's backwards for some reason. And then this is to set it as a getch, and then this is to switch the variable into the getch variable into these, which key down. This is the first one, and it sets the variable to that. And then this is get xy, and it like gets the coordinates of the cursor. This is to move it relative to the cursor, so it'll move it y plus 1 relative to the cursor when we press up, and then it refreshes the screen, because if you know the Ncurses, you have to refresh it to show it. And then getch 0, which I guess I'm not exactly sure why it's needed, but it is needed. And yeah, and then same thing with down stuff relative to it. And then we got down here, this is for the borders that ends the game, and if y equals 5, which is down 5, then it gives the add string. For some reason I had to do add string, I couldn't do print f, or I didn't try print w, it might work, but I did add string, and it pops that up, and refreshes the screen, waits a second, ends the window, and shuts off. Same thing with the right one, it's 10 because common sense kind of, it's when you're going right and left, it's not as far, so I made it double. And yeah, then that's the whole program. It's, I don't know, I'm really proud of it. And it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, so probably kind of boring sounding. Hope you liked it. It's gonna end the video now. There's no quick button that I know of. Peace.